Hi everyone, it's Lisa Mears here, and today I'm making some quick and easy Christmas cards using the Simple Stories Mix and A-Mingle card kit. I love these card kits because they're so easy to use and you can make several cards pretty quickly. These card kits are perfect for beginner card makers. However, if you have been a card maker for a long time, these are also fun to use. I really enjoy card kits like this because I don't have to think about the card design, measurements, I don't have to cut the paper, and I don't have to think about what ephemera and papers go together because everything is ready to go out of the package. The card designs are already planned out for you and the papers are already cut to size. There is an instruction sheet and all you have to do is follow the instructions to assemble the cards. So as I mentioned earlier, the card kit I'm using is called Mix and a Mingle by Simple Stories. Simple Stories has card kits for many of the paper collections they sell. So if you really like a paper collection and just want to put together some easy cards without purchasing the entire collection, a card kit is the way to go. So with this card kit, you can make 8 cards and you saw all the designs there on the front. And when I turn this over, it shows all of the contents included in this kit. So in this first box, you have all of your pre-cut papers. They are already cut for you to size. You have ephemera. You also have some chipboard pieces. And there are some more pattern papers already cut down in the last 2 boxes. So it has all of the contents listed here. And then when I open this kit up, you can see all of the contents up close. So you can see it has a picture of every card that you will make. Again, there are 8 total. And it has all of the instructions for making that card. So there are 4 cards shown here on the front, and then when I turn it over are the rest of the 4 cards. So a total of 8 cards. You also get 8 card bases. These are white A2 size card bases. They are already pre-scored for you, so all you have to do is fold at the score line. You also get a sheet of chipboard, and these easily pop out and you can just put glue on the back and add these to your cards. And then the next few sheets include all of the pattern papers that are already cut to size. They are all perforated so you can easily tear them away from the backing sheet. So there are some pieces of pattern paper that are for full backgrounds on an A2 card, but there's also some smaller ones that have little scallops on the bottom and also some smaller papers that you can use as strips on the cards. But all of these are specifically designed for all of the layouts that you saw earlier for all of those card designs. This sheet has all of the ephemera, so you can see there's a fireplace, there's a deer, there's a front door, there's a car with a Christmas tree, and much more. We have another sheet here of pattern paper. And then last is another sheet of the pattern paper. Again, all are perforated so you can easily tear them away from that backing sheet. Now I have noticed that some of the Simple Stories Christmas card kits have been selling out quickly, so if this one happens to be sold out, take a look at the description box for product links for this kit as well as a link to all of the card kits so you can browse to see them all. You might even find a card kit in another collection that you like better than this one. And on the other hand, if you like the colors and the different pattern papers and ephemera that are included in this kit, these do coordinate with their collection kits with their 12 by 12 paper pads and their 6 by 8 paper pads and matching ephemera. And I will also have a link to this entire collection down in the description box below, so be sure to check those links out. So before I make my cards with you today, I do want to share with you a sampling of some of the other card kits that are available. This one is called Baking Spirits Bright. It's a baking and gingerbread themed card kit. And this one is called Simple Vintage Christmas Lodge. It has a vintage vibe with the vintage Santa and you can see the traditional Christmas colors of green and red. There's the Hearth and Holiday card kit with some more traditional Christmas colors of green and red. There's Santa, there's some gingerbread, a wreath. Here's an autumn card kit. This one is Harvest Wishes. So you can see there are some pumpkins and there's several different autumn colors with this kit. If you like to make birthday cards, they have the Celebrate card kit, and I actually have a video here on my YouTube channel making the cards with this card kit, and I will link it up here at the top right hand corner if you're interested in seeing that video. And here's a card kit for weddings. This one is called Just Married. So again, this is just a sampling of some of the card kits that are available. There are several others as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some cards with this kit. I'm going to go ahead and start by making the Sleigh Bells ring card, and I want you to notice with all of the instructions there is some text in bold print, and everything that's shown in bold, those are the items that you need to take out of the card kit for this particular card. Okay, so this is the card that we're going to be making. The first step says to select the pink candy cane ledger background panel with the dark teal edges. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out of the card kit, and this paper is actually cut for an A2 size card. So again, there's no cutting that you need to do. You can see that there are a couple different patterns on here. You have the candy cane pattern, you also have a green solid border around that, and then you have a ledger pattern paper that's already shown there at the top portion of that panel. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this panel onto my A2 size card base, because as in step 1 it also says adhere it to the card base with the printed ledger section towards the top. So pretty simple instructions there to follow. So looking at step 2, it says with the solid pink edge on top, add the solid pink holly pattern paper strip below the printed ledger pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and find that piece in my card kit and tear that out, add glue, and add it to the card. So again, with this strip, you'll see that there is a solid pink at the top, and then there's the holly pattern towards the bottom. Again, these are all papers that are very similar to their paper pads in this collection. So for step 3, it's telling me to layer together the yellow snowflake die cut, the blue snowflake die cut, and the pink sleigh bells ring banner sentiment die cut, and add them to the top left of the printed ledger pattern. So you can see that these instructions are so specific, and just by reading those detailed instructions and looking at the picture, you can actually see what you're looking for when you go to your ephemera sheet and then just pull out what you need. So I go ahead and take out the snowflakes and then the banner piece, and I'm just going to lay it there on the card where it's supposed to go, and I'm going to jump right to the next step, which tells me to take out the green door die cut piece. And I just want to kind of take that out as well and kind of position it where I want it before I start gluing all the ephemera down. And it's pretty easy to see where it goes by just looking at the picture. If you just follow along with the picture that it gives you, it's pretty self-explanatory. So then it tells me to take out the sleigh, and now I'm going to go ahead and add all of these pieces, starting with the snowflake, adding the pieces that go in back first, and then the pieces that go on top. So the 2 snowflakes, then the banner piece. After I add the banner, I'll go ahead and add the green door, slightly overlapping the pink banner with the door. Then I'm going to add the sleigh towards the bottom. And then the last step says to layer together the round teal chipboard gift box with a green chipboard holly piece and add them to the bottom left corner of the sleigh. So I go ahead and take the chipboard pieces out, and I'll add glue to the back, and I'll add them to my card. And that completes my first card. Look how pretty that is. I just love that. So let's go ahead on to the second card. This is the Happy Holidays car card. I went ahead and tore out all of the pieces that I need. So I'm going to start out by adding the holly solid teal background panel to my A2 size card base. And the instructions are so specific, and it actually tells you to adhere it to the card base with the smaller strip of the holly pattern paper along the bottom. That way you don't get confused and accidentally switch that and put the smaller side up top. It's so specific. Next, I'm going to add the teal poinsettia pattern strip with the green edges right to the center of the card. And then I'm going to add the red speckled strip, and it tells me to add that 1/2 inch from the bottom of the teal poinsettia strip. Then I'm going to add that candy cane tag. I also have a chipboard Happy Holidays piece that's going to go towards the top of the tag, and then I'm going to have the card with the Christmas tree towards the bottom of the tag. So after I glue down the Happy Holidays, this card is complete. So for my next card, I will be creating the reindeer card. So I go ahead and take the pink gift box background panel with the robin egg edges and add that to my A2 size card base. Next, I'm adding the mint speckled pattern paper about a ½ inch up from the bottom edge of the card. Next, I'm using the solid green strip and I'm going to add it vertically to the card 3/4 inches from the right edge. Next, I'm going to take that dark teal plaid strip and add it to the center of the green strip. Next, I'll add the pink snowflake die cut piece to the top right corner of the card, followed by the reindeer sleigh ride die cut piece, and I'll add that to the plaid strip about 3/4 inches down from the top edge of the card. So that will be overlapping the snowflake. And then I'll add the pink reindeer die cut to the bottom left corner of the reindeer sleigh rides piece. And then I'm going to use the 2 chipboard gift boxes and I'm going to adhere them in the bottom right corner of the card. So I'll add the tall one first, and then the smaller one is going to go slightly over top of that tall one, and since it's going to be raised up a little bit, since the chipboard is thicker than just cardstock, I do add a little piece of foam on the left side of that yellow and red gift. And then I'm going to add this chipboard pink poinsettia piece, and again I'll have to add some foam to the back of that as well so that it lays flat on this card. So as you can see, as I'm putting these cards together, the only thing that I'm taking from my stash is the glue as well as the foam strips. Everything else is included in this card kit. So the next card is the 25 Santa card, and I'm taking the holly background panel and adhering it to the A2 size card base. Next, I take the green plaid paper with the red edges and I'll add that to the center of the card. Next, I'm going to take the teal piece with the pink candy cane paper and I will add that to the bottom edge of the plaid cardstock. So it's going right along that bottom edge. Next, I'm going to take that circle piece and the number 25 is going to go inside. The 25 is a chipboard piece, so I'll go ahead and add that. And then I'm just going to position some of this ephemera. So the circle is going to go at the top right hand corner, and then I'll have the Christmas tree towards the left hand side of the circle. So I'll add that. And then I also have the chipboard Santa, such a cute looking Santa, and I'm going to add him to the right side of the Christmas tree. And then I'll add his little dog to the left side right in front of the Christmas tree. Look how cute that is. The little doggy's holding a present. And then I'm going to add the chipboard stars. I have a blue one and a red one, and I'll add those to the top left corner of the tree, and that completes this card. So moving on, we're going to do the Deck the Halls card. Already cut out all of the pieces I'll need, starting with the mint speckle background panel, and I'm going to add that to my A2 size card base. I'm also going to add the holly strip right down the center so that it's vertically on that card. I'm going to add that poinsettia paper with the red strip, and it tells me to add it 1/4 inch from the bottom edge of the card. And then I have the fireplace. I'll add to the top right corner of the card, and it tells me add it a 1/2 inch down from the top edge. So again, the instructions are so detailed. I also have the chair, and I'm going to add that to the bottom left corner of the fireplace. So this cute little card is looking like a living room scene with the chair in front of the fireplace. You can see the detail on that fireplace with the stockings hanging in front of it. It has the garland on the fireplace and the wreath at the top. So cute. And then I add the cat chipboard piece to the bottom left of the chair. And then I have the Deck the Halls chipboard piece that I'll add in front of the fireplace. And last but certainly not least are 3 stars. I have 2 yellow and 1 red, and I'll add those to the top left-hand side of the card. My next card is the Merry Christmas card. So I'm going to take the Holly Ledger background panel, adhere it to the card base. Now this card is going to be in the landscape position, so I'm adding it horizontally to the card with the ledger part towards the bottom. I'm also going to take the dark teal paper that has the red pine right above it, and I'm going to add that right above the ledger part of that paper. Next, I'll add the Merry Christmas postage stamp sentiment to the top right hand corner of the card, and then I have the snowy pine tree die cut added to the left of the postage sentiment. I'm also going to add the chipboard piece of the dog to the bottom right corner of the pine tree. I'm also going to add the pink chipboard gift box to the right of that. I am going to add some of my foam tape from my stash just because it's sitting on the dog, and that means that it's slightly raised higher than that card layer. So I'm just adding some additional layers underneath that present so that it lays flat on the card. And then I'm going to add the bird right in front of the Christmas tree, and then add the stars. So I have a red star and a yellow star to the top left-hand corner of the card. And that completes that card. So next I'm going to be doing the Merry Christmas sweater card. I go ahead and fold my card base, and then I add the holly background panel right to the top of that card base. Next, I'm going to take the strip of the teal poinsettia paper with the red scallop strip underneath it, and I'm going to add that below the printed mint speckled strip on that card front. Next, I'm going to add the Merry Christmas chipboard words on top of the label die cut piece. And then I'm going to add the red sweater die cut piece to the card, and then arrange all of these chipboard pieces such as the Santa letter, the 3 chipboard treats including the cinnamon roll, hot cocoa mug, and the plate of cookies. So I'm going to go ahead and glue down the ones that are going to be in back, and then the ones that are in front, I think it's only that cinnamon bun, I need to add some foam tape to in order to have that popped up in front of the letter and the cup of cocoa. And the next card is the Joy Ornaments card. So I go ahead and take the Holly Mint speckled background panel and add it to my A2 size card base. Again, the instructions are very specific, and it tells me that the holly pattern paper needs to be at the top of the card. Next, I'm taking the red scallop piece and adding that piece along the bottom of the printed holly pattern. And then I'm going to add the red solid banner piece towards the bottom of that card. And again, it tells me about a 1/4 inch up from the bottom edge. Next, I'm going to add the light blue poinsettia die cut piece to the left of the red banner. I'm also going to add the Joy chipboard piece to the right of the poinsettia and kind of overlapping it on top of that poinsettia as well. Next, I'm going to add 3 chipboard ornaments to the top right corner of the card. So I have the pink one, the red one, and the green one, and I'll go ahead and add glue to the back. making sure that the pink one is in that large open area on the right, and then just kind of go in order of size. So next I'll add the red and then the green, just trying to space them out so that they have about equal space between them. I'm also going to add some of the holly pieces to the ornaments, and I am going to put some double-sided adhesive foam on the back because remember the ornaments are chipboard and so is that holly piece, and I need to make sure that the holly lays flat on the card front. So I'll add one to the green ornament, and I'm also going to add one to the pink ornament. I'll finish this card by adding 5 chipboard stars, 2 red, 2 yellow, and 1 blue, and I'll add them towards the top of that card. So you can see how easy it is to work with this card kit. Again, I love how everything's included and the directions and the pictures are so specific, so it's so easy to create a bunch of cards in a little amount of time. There are also several ephemera pieces and some sentiment words left over, so I'm just showing you what's left over here, so you can use these on additional cards. Maybe if you wanted to pick up the pattern paper from this collection and make more cards with it, you have some more ephemera here to use. So leave me a comment down in the description box below and just let me know what your thoughts are on these card kits. Have you used them? Do you like using them? And would you like to see me work with more of these card kits in the future? So here are all the cards that I made with the card kit. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so that you'll be notified every time a new video releases from me. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and have a great day. Bye-bye.